Hey, it's Lisa Robbin Young here, and I want to show you my favorite piece of paper. Now, what I love about this piece of paper is how red it is. I don't know if you can see that. I mean, it's a nice deep red, and I kind of have an affinity for construction paper because I like to cut it and make things with it. And there's just something about the color red that inspires me and fills me with passion and gets me all excited. And what? What do you mean it's not red? It's red. I'm looking right at it. It's as red can be. No, it's not pink. I'm looking dead at it. I'm clear. This is a red piece of paper. It's not pink. It's red. Red. What? Oh, I get it. Okay. Your perception and my perception, as much as we believe them to be true, aren't the only way of looking at a situation. In our lives, we move and have our being with a perception of what we believe is truth. We see the world as red. We see the world this way. And the people around us see this. And no amount of trying to explain to them how red your world is will get them to see it the way you see it, because they don't see red. And no amount of them trying to tell you, look, the world is pink, it's pink, it's pink. Nothing will convince you that the world is pink, because all you see is red. Part of the nature of being your own guru is learning to recognize when you're living with a perception that doesn't encompass all of reality. And here's a tip. You're always living with perceptions that don't encompass all of reality, because you can't possibly perceive all of reality. If we could perceive of all of reality, then everything that ever existed or ever will exist, we would just know it. And at this point in time, that's not humanly possible. So, with that assumption, it's reasonable to expect then that at various points throughout your life, you may be seeing one thing, and somebody else may be seeing something else completely different. When you are at a sticking point in your life, in doing your great work, in bringing your great work to the world, in sharing your unique gifts, ask yourself, what is the perception? What is the assumption? What do I believe to be true? And document what you believe to be true. I ask people when I'm working with them to write down what they believe is the truth about themselves, about their work, and about the world around them. Their world. Not the globe, but the world that matters to you. Beyond that, the next thing you have to do, once you look at what your truths or your so-called truths are, you need to ask yourself, what might be the perceptions that I'm missing? What might be someone else's way of looking at this situation? This is what I believe to be true. What if that's not completely accurate? What if that's only part of the story? What might I be missing? Now, your answer is going to be different every time you ask the question. Maybe you don't have an answer. I can't see anything else. Okay, well, might someone else see it differently? Chances are good they would. How might they see it? In exploring different perceptions, very often we get new revelations. And this is part of what I do as a coach. Someone brings something to me and they're telling me, it's pink, it's pink, it's pink, it's pink. And I go, well, I know you're saying it's pink, but did you notice this red over here? Because that's what I saw. And just by saying, I saw something different, they go, oh, I didn't think about that. Or I didn't realize that. Or really? Is that your experience? Because it's not been my experience. And there's something called the Heisenberg effect, where When we observe something, just the nature of observing it causes it to change. The nature of holding a mirror up to someone and saying, I know you think you're seeing pink, but I'm seeing red. Just the nature of bringing that up creates a change and a doorway for people. So, in your own work, in your own life, take some time to be courageous enough to ask yourself, what might I be seeing that isn't what everybody else sees in the world?